is Zach. I am the editor for the GSM's Pride. Jason is actually in Dallas right now doing some really cool Ford meetings that I'm sure he will talk about a little bit next week. But unfortunately, this week we've been having some SD card issues. The SD card that Jason uses at his GoPro died this week, and so you'll see a video in just a second, which is actually a 30-minute staff meeting that we were going to show and talk a little bit about how Jason organizes meetings and how he distributes information to the staff. But we lost a good chunk of that. I think we only get the first 3 minutes. And then the intro that Jason actually did for this week also got corrupted in that. So we thought we had it, and then it turns out that he did not want to read the file. So later on in this episode, we're going to talk to Alondra. Alondra, much like we did with Abby last week, Alondra is trying to get back to her best salesman self, and Jason sits down and works one-on-one with her, and you can see what they get out of that. And then we're also going to see Jason out at our brand new Fuse Motorsports store, which is very exciting. They have a lot of really cool stuff that's different than what the rest of the Fuse organization does. So I'm very excited to get out there and see what that looks like. You'll see more of Jason as the video goes on. No more of this ugly mug. But again, my name is Zach. I'm the editor for the GSM's Pride, and we'll see you all in a bit.
Okay, first off, everyone stand up. Everybody stand up. Come on, everyone stand up. Stand up, Lauren, come on. Okay, stretch. Everybody stretch, come on. Stretch. Right, down to your toes. I want to see who can touch their toes. Bijan, try. Okay. Oh, look at John.
Hey, that's because the cartilage is all gone.
Okay. Jog on the spot. Jog on the spot. Come on. Abby, now. Abby, do it. Abby, do it. Come on. Okay. Are we all awake? Are we all awake? I want to hear it. Are we all awake? Okay, sit down. Okay, so when I worked for an insurance company called Combined Insurance Company of America in the UK, by the way, we used to have to do that and sing a song to everybody in a meeting, but I couldn't find the song. I was going to get you to do it, but I couldn't find it anywhere. It was something about a little birdie on my shoulder, but I can't remember exactly the words, so I was like, screw it, I'll just do the first part. Because Let's start off. What's your why?
I have a couple of whys.
Okay.
So first one, obviously, my daughter and family. The second one was, I don't want my family to ever have to struggle. And I know that in the car industry, you are able to make a lot of money because you make your own paycheck. I know with me, it's yo-yo all the time, and I hear it from you and the managers all the time, and I don't want to be that. So I want to strive to be better. But
I don't think with you it's better. I think it's consistency. It's not better because you do a good job. It's just that you get to a point where you wipe out all your leads by selling them, and then you got nothing, and you're sitting there going, "How am I going to?" You've got to find a way to get the consistency back.
Yeah, to continue to take leads.
Because I'm not even concerned with you doing. I'd rather you do consistently 12 to 15 rather than 20 then 3.
Right.
I'd rather you be in the middle. Yes, would it be great if you were 20 every month? Yeah, but I'd rather you be consistently in the middle instead of the big differences in drop.
Right.
Let's talk about what you need help on the most.
Okay.
What is it? Don't tell me everything.
No, it's not everything, because I know that I am strong in some areas rather than others. So like, for instance, like I lack in motivation sometimes, and I'm like, okay, what am I here? Okay, we got to make a deal happen today. Like I always strive to at least sell one or at least half, because something's better than nothing.
Yeah.
But where I struggle the most is right now, I don't know why, but just getting people in. Because I knew that was one of my strongest tributes. Like I could get
you
people
used to get
in.
people there. Yeah.
Now I can't.
Let's talk about the motivation part. What is it? And this is one of the reasons why the whys. What is it? Do you come in with a good attitude and then it taper off throughout the day?
Yeah.
Is that what it is? Trying to keep busy?
Yes. So like I'll make second phone calls. Like I will do everything that I can to get people in.
Yeah.
And it's just I get people that just never answer. I'll leave voicemails. Okay, maybe one or two will call me back, or they'll just say stop calling me, which we get that all the time.
What happened to you with your like Spanish Facebook?
I spoke to Zach about making a video, which we made it, but I didn't like the way it turned out, so I have to reword a couple of
the only motivation is always going to come from within. It really is.
Yeah.
I can sit here and give you all the reasons why you need to be motivated, all the pump up talks, but you've got to find a way to keep yourself motivated when someone's not the external force. And what I want you to, I may have told you this story before, but you've heard the Lion and the Gazelle story, right?
Yeah.
You've got to change your mindset and stop waiting for somebody to push you. And you do it on your own.
No, and I do that because I leave my problems at home. I never try to bring that in.
I'm saying
here.
Forget home life for a second. I'm just saying when you're at work, you spend a lot of time saying yes. I know you're doing a lot of work, but you need to get up and motivate yourself from an energy standpoint.
Okay.
What tends to happen is, and I've done it myself, and everyone will do it. When you sit in your office, your energy level goes down. It just does. You need to get up, get some blood flowing in your legs, and get some energy. Build your energy up. And that's where those times I'll go and see Zach, just shoot a couple of videos, send some stuff out. Because we're doing absolutely phenomenal on Facebook. I have no problems putting a lot of effort into just doing this, just the Spanish side. You know, having literally a Luffys for Spanish page. You can be the face of and just do the whole thing. And Zach will be all about that, doing that, because a lot of times, most of his time is just editing previous videos and getting more set up. He likes to be filming and doing that kind of stuff. That's what he likes to do. So when you don't have anything to do, get up and drag him out. He'll do it.
Yeah, I know.
And I would have no problems setting up a separate, because the good thing is we got Brian here who knows how to deal with I-10s and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
And I think that could be it.
Yeah, so...
Because you've always told me that one thing you like about this job is helping people. If at least we go down an avenue that most people don't have, we can start picking that business up.
Right. And I get like stories of them telling me like, well, we totally got advantage of and took an advantage of because they don't have anybody to speak Spanish for them. So it sucks. And I like that.
And that's a huge rapport
here.
builder for you because they have a connection with them.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So that's what I would like to see you start doing to motivate yourself a little bit better.
Okay.
Let's go back to how to get people in the door. What is some of the things that are coming up that are blocking them coming in?
They want to get pricing information or what they're going to be paying a month. So, or can they even get approved before coming in?
The getting approved thing is one thing because you kind of have to at that point. You could waste your own time.
Yeah.
With people asking for all that information, you just need to be honest with people and just say, what are you trying to achieve? Are you just blasting around to get the best price? Or do you want the best experience, the right car, the right situation, the right company, at the right price? So what are you trying to achieve? And I think a lot of it, and it's not just you, I think a lot of people, we find it hard to dig. When I say dig it with deep customers is ask further questions to try, instead of just answering the question and then that's the end of it.
Right.
Because what tends to happen is most people will just answer the question because they're afraid of what the next question might be. And what I've been trying to teach you and everyone else is stop being afraid of the next question. This next question shouldn't be something that you fear. It should be something that you embrace, because that should, Grant always said, I don't know why you come up with all the answers. It's just experience. It's not something, I'm not just some genius and figure it out. It's just, I've tried things, it didn't work, so I tried something else, and when it worked, I kept using it.
Right.
And I just have kind of like an encyclopedia of responses to people. It's not really that I just think about it on the whim, it's things that I've learned. And that's what a lot of people don't do in this industry, unfortunately. And I said this the other day when I kind of my rant is people don't take ownership of what they're trying to do here. And they don't hone their skills. They don't try and be better at what they do.
Right.
They all just hope and pray that it works, and that's never going to happen.
No.
Like I said to you on the very first meeting that we had, if you fail to prepare, you're going to prepare to fail. Because you're not prepared for anything that's going to come up. And that's something that you've got to really embrace and ask more questions. Like I've said for a long time, is sales is more psychology and consultation than anything.
Yeah.
The more information you can gather from that customer, the easier it's going to be for you to present something back that makes sense to them. The ones that you start digging with, if they're open to it, they're probably going to give you everything that you need to give. The problem is most salespeople just answer the question.
I'm starting to ask more questions and try to get to the bottom of like why they won't come in.
And that's why I asked that, what is your why? Everyone has a why. Everyone's got a why of why they're doing something specific.
Right.
And that's where you've got to dig out of that customer of why are they looking to try and buy a car? What are they trying to achieve? Then let's get them that energy going. Get up out of your chair, go see Zach, walk around, do whatever, just get some energy going. Because the longer you sit in that corner, the worse it's going to get.
It does get worse. I get in my head too much.
That's what I'm saying. And a lot of your problems is you get in your head.
Yeah.
Period. The months that you do good, you got nothing on your plate.
I don't have time to think.
Because you're busy.
Yeah.
But now what's happening is you kind of get into a realm of self-pity. I don't mean that as a disrespectful. I'm saying you get there and you're like, well, we got shit going on at home, my dad's still sick, I'm not selling cars, no one's coming in the door,
annoying.
No one's buying, no one can buy. And that's, you get into that world of self-pity. You've got to find your way to be positive all the time, whether it's real or not. And that's a lot of times you got to change your mindset. And a lot of it is all mindset. It's not necessarily what you're doing, because the reason why this training is going this way is because from a standpoint of knowing what to do, you really know what to do. The basis, you've got to change your mindset a little bit of how to get that done. Yeah. Because we know you can do it, because we've seen it. I have no problems giving you a pep talk every day, but you've got to get to a point where you self-motivate and come in and go for it. Just have an abundance amount of energy and just go for it.
Okay.
And that's what I'm saying is, if you find, I really think, and this is just my opinion, I think you can find an internal passion for doing those Spanish, presenting to Spanish people, because that is an area of comfort. It's people that you know you can work with, and I think that's something that could light a flame in you that could really keep going if you put enough time and energy into it.
Right, and just like you said, you build a relationship with them to where they trust you.
Here's the point where you have something that most people don't. You have an avenue that a lot of people in this business can't do because they don't speak two languages. Okay? Imagine how big that could get from a referral standpoint if we found a way to just start supplying cars to these people. Imagine where that would take you. Yeah. You wouldn't never have to take an off, because you'd have so many people just selling cars, and there wasn't any cars.
Yes, this is true.
And a lot of those people are business owners. They're just not in the same, a lot of them are on visas and stuff like that, so we have to do a little bit of juggling around, but a lot of those people are business owners where they need trucks, especially because a lot of them, either have construction businesses or, landscaping businesses and stuff like that. Those are the ones that need it the most. They're the ones that you could easily build an easy clientele for.
I like that.
So, a couple of things I want you to take from this. One, have that on your desk, and every day when you come in, realize why you're here and what you're doing it for. Every single day. Look at it and go, okay, I've got to make this work for Alison today. I've got to. Forget you. This has got to be, I've got to make it work for her. You've also got to find that thing that's going to ignite that fire, and I think that could be that Facebook thing. I really do.
Okay.
Because it'll give you something to do when you're not necessarily with a customer. Right. But at the same time, you're still prospecting your job at the same time. right?
Just a different avenue.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it would just stop you, it will stop that pity party over in the corner when things aren't going so well. It'll give you something else to think about.
Yeah.
And I promise you, I bet you'll see a change in how you'll get more customers in because you won't be so pressured to get those in because you've got other things you need to worry about. And that's when they'll just come in anyway. Mm-hmm. All right?
Okay.
Did that help?
Yep.
Okay, so here we are over at East St. Louis for the grand opening of Luffys Motorsports. It's just off 40 here, going eastbound. So we're going to go inside and check it out. So they have an Indian apparel section, and they obviously sell Indian bikes. This showroom is about 3 years old. They extended it, renovated it about 3 years ago. So as you can see, plenty of Indian stuff. And you've got Kawasaki coming up. Obviously they sell razors and whatnot. So that was really neat. As you can see, really impressive place here. Slingshot. I don't think they have any slingshots physically in stock right now. But those 3 wheels, I don't think you have to have a bike license. Sell lawnmowers. That's what I'm getting. Service department. So full accessory lines, all for your motorsport needs. As you can see, really impressive place, and look forward to many years to come. Hey, that's it for this week. Hope you enjoyed this week's vlog. I have a little bit of confession to make. That first video there of us getting all excited for a meeting was actually a 30-minute recording, and I had an SD card go down. So unfortunately, that's all you got out of that. I couldn't redo it because it was literally a live meeting. So unfortunately, sometimes that happens and you have technical difficulties, so it is what it is. But either way, that's something a little different that we do. We get the guys pumped up and get them ready for the meetings. So that's also there. I hope you got a little bit of out of Alondra's training there, just to get her kind of pumped up and ready. As always, over at Luffys Ford, we can replace the car but not the customer. On this side, I'm going to put up a link to another video. On this side, my subscription, and up at the top there, we're going to put up the Luffys Ford subscription. Please push that notification button on there. Also, like the page, like the post, subscribe to the page, and I'll see you all next week.